Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, a psychic medium here delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So welcome everybody. If you're new, you definitely should subscribe if you found my channel over here, as I do connect with cosmic energies and I'm always letting you know about what's going on within the cosmos. So it's more fun to take advantage of my readings when you catch them in real time. But do know that all of my readings are timeless, although I will be talking about the energies. They can integrate, activate within you upon watching them. So it's very beautiful whenever you catch them, right? Okay. So we are connecting with the energies of 321. We just had our spring equinox, and now we're feeling this very beautiful energy that's coming through within the equinox gateway. And we have the upcoming lunar solar, the lunar full moon eclipse energy that's coming in, because we're starting off eclipse season. We do have our new moon solar eclipse on April 8th. So we're starting off eclipse season, right? This energy that's coming in is so intense. Oh my gosh. Not to mention we've been having a lot of supercharged solar flares that have been coming in. So a lot of this energy, I've been talking with a lot of people around me. A lot of people are having ascension symptoms like flu. Flu-like symptoms are literally coming out with this. And what did a beautiful soul say earlier? It was like frequency upgrade. Frequencies upgrading you, the flu symptoms, get it? Frequency. Okay. All right. I think I said that wrong. Anyways, you're definitely getting upgraded. A lot of these flu-like symptoms, definitely coming in. A lot of pressure, right? That's definitely going on within the head, third eye, solar, just a lot of things. A lot of you could be getting dizzy. All sorts of different things are definitely coming in, as I know I've been feeling it very strongly. But of course, I'm not a doctor, so if you have anything wrong with you, seek medical treatment. As I'm not advised to get legal or medical advice or whatever. But for those of you, it can make sense to you why you're feeling a little bit different, because there's a lot of different activations with these frequency upgrades. A lot of high heart. I'm getting chakra system upgrades, right? A lot of galactic downloads, grid work updates are coming in. A lot of allergies, and a lot of things I was getting too. A lot of things are being rolled out, right, within this allergy season too. A lot of things are coming through to try to block and stop ascensions and upgrades. As we know, they're always been trying to do that with different foods and different things, right? So you're really being called to engage in a lot of high frequency foods, anything that's natural, anything that has one word to it, right? Any type of your fruits and your vegetables, all one word, right? As those are encoded with the sacred codes and keys of the universe, right? So engaging in more of those things and more high frequency foods is going to let you feel a lot better, because a lot of things are being upgraded, kind of purged out. Okay, so a lot of things are coming in. A lot of grid workers and gatekeepers are ascending to higher levels, are basically going through quantum leapings, right? A lot of things just are definitely going to be coming through. A lot of downloads. It was just a lot of things that I was getting. All right. Okay. So hopefully I can put this together well. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So I also have a lot going on within my personal life. I was back at court again this morning. So a lot going on. Now I've been talking about my son within my readings, right? So, all right. Anyway, so I was having to clear out a lot of that energy today, right? So I probably won't get to do my normal 3 upload, right? As I like to upload in 3s, but I'm probably just gonna have time today to do this one. So that's why I'm like, Source, how do you want me to give this? Because there's a lot of different things, right? Because I'm wanting to do goddess readings, right? I was getting global goddess, the galactic anchoring systems project, right? For a lot of you, my grid workers, gatekeepers, light workers, you may have known about that, or maybe you're being called to investigate about that. Right? Ley line workers. So a lot of you are being guided certain places. You know, when we talk about that a lot, because a lot of you, it's the frequency and the energetic levels that you hold, right, is going to allow you to obtain higher levels of downloads, certain places and frequencies and things like that. Just like I was guided somewhere today, different jurisdiction, different courthouse. Like I've been there before, but I haven't been there for, in fact, a year. And it brought me back to around eclipse time, as I was literally down there in the courthouse around eclipse cycle last year, but it was flipped. The lunar, it was the second part of the solar. Actually, yeah, it was just last year, whatever. But it brought me back, right, to that. And, you know, right in between eclipses is where a lot of major cycles happen, is where the universe kind of takes over and puts you back online, back, kind of course corrects you. So a lot of things that happen could be out of your control. So you really need to go with the flow at this time. So for a lot of you, you could be getting new realizations and new ways of doing things that you didn't before, because I'm getting a lot of these upgrades are going to allow you to see things differently. I'm getting this this big energy, this big purging of compassion. So there's this big healing that is taking place, right, which is allowing for quantum leaping. It's getting lighter. See, I was getting a whole bunch of things right about, it's really, really important at this time for the divine feminines to hold their frequency, because for a lot of divine feminines, they're needing to be whole and complete within themselves at this time, and holding the frequency and setting boundaries. And a lot of them doing that, they're using the confidence of this energy. Hold on a second. Huh, that's cute. So my daughter's name came in. All right. So for a lot of you, you're going to be finding out more, like things are coming in on galactic levels within this frequency with what I've been getting today. So for a lot of you, you're going to be getting downloads about like your star origins, your galactic families. A lot of you, you're going to be finding out more that a lot of this programming and things like that's been fear-based has been attached to your DNA and your chakra systems. That's what I was getting with the healing. For a lot of you, the healing that's going to be coming out is ancestral healing and traumas that have been attached and affecting and controlling your chakra systems. And it's kind of like I'm getting this big integration. It's like missing pieces of a puzzle are coming together. For a lot of you, it's like as you get online with Source Divine, like a lot of these big solar flares that are coming in are like bursting out and activating healing within the chakra systems, and it's getting the wheels turning, right? And the final countdown was, you know that song? The Final Countdown. It was by is it by Bon Jovi? No, Europe. Topic. The Final Countdown is the name of the song. Like that was the song I was getting literally right before this. And when I was writing down the date of my download, it was interesting because I always write down like the date and the different downloads and things like that I received. So I was writing down 321, but I put in 32123, and I was noticing the 2 and the 3 frequencies and how it basically, you know, it was bringing me back to the reset, right? But I was looking at how today really is like a portal day, right? The 21st is really a 3 in numerology. Add the numbers together, right? To get a single digit. So it's 3. So it's 3-3. So we're picking up this 3-3 energy, right? But it was like, it was bringing me back to 2023, and something's been bringing me back. So something really is closing out, right? And we did start this a new cycle with the eclipses in 2023. It's going to be going on through 2025. So there's something to do with that. But something really is like coming full circle, I feel, from last year. So pay attention to what was happening around the eclipse cycle for you last year. It's going to be a big, strong message for some of you. But there's a lot of healing that is just definitely taking place. Where was I going with this? And it's allowing the healings, this major healing or trauma or whatever, for you to release. Maybe for a lot of you, this healing, this trauma I keep talking about was from last year around this time, right? But for a lot of you, it's ancestral. It's stuff from past lives that when you heal these out, it's going to allow you to upgrade into sun and reaching higher levels of frequencies that you weren't able to obtain before. I'm getting crown chakra activations. I'm going to tell you high heart chakra activations. And so for a lot of you, like a lot of these woundings come from like soul, like from way previous lifetimes. Like this has to do with the fall of Atlantis, right? And it has to do with the resets. And the final day of 2023 was literally 12/31 of 2023, which if you look at it, it's like 1-2-3, 1-2-3, right? So for a lot of you, there's just major healing that's going on. A lot of you are frequency holders. A lot of you hold the frequency. You have DNA codings within you that are very, very important. So you get guided to certain places because it has to do with the restructuring of the grid. So a lot of you are grid workers and gatekeepers, as I am, or you led certain places. It's interesting. I think I was talking about that in my reading yesterday or the day before. I think yesterday I missed, right? Earrings. So, yeah, because I didn't get much sleep either. I was dealing with a lot of stuff. So anyway, but I was talking about that in the last readings, as I remember. That, see, now I already lost what I was saying. This energy comes through very rapidly, right? All right, so you're healing with something, where is it going? All right, if you can tell, I did not really prepare my notes. I'm kind of all over the place. This happens on pros, like I should have known it was supported day. All right, so high heart activations, galactic downloads, grid workers. Oh, that I was talking about my last reading, that if you feel guided to go to a certain place, like you're being guided there for a reason. So for a lot of you, like, as you know, the Starseeds, Lightworkers, Earth Angels, like, we're strategically organized, right? And we've been organized around this planet. Like, you're often put into dark, dense places, right? As we're guiding lights. The frequency that we hold, and by us healing ourselves, we heal others, and we show others and guide others to the light, right? So for a lot of you, like, this is the call of the light workers and the earth angels. Like, it's time for us to unite. The year of an 8, 2024 is the year of an 8, it's infinity, but it's also justice. It's also, this is a year where everything comes around and comes full circle. It has to do with the reset, right? And so, like, a lot of the downloads that I was getting is that you really need to release, control, and let go. For there are certain energies that are trying to hold you back and block you. Like, whatever you're feeling now more than ever, like, you have to let go to ascend upward. Like, that's what you need to do. Like, let me talk about the post that I share on Facebook. If you don't follow me on Facebook, you should, as I share a lot of stuff that I get within my groups. And I do uploads over there with different downloads that I receive. And a lot of times they're tied into my messages, right? So what I said this morning, was justice is here for the chosen. Time's up, being in the darkness. Shining your light has led many to find their way. Keeping vibration high and ascend out of the shadows. All cannot be saved. Letting go is imperative at this time, for the fallen are the foundation to the new structuring. Because for a lot of you, you could be attached with, like, fallen angels, right? For some of you, you do have to let go of certain people that have not answered the call. Like, many are chosen, but few answer the call. My readings, my platforms are for the 144,000 that are going to be leading into the new earth, right? So there are many healers, many star seeds. I mean, the Palladians alone, they're here in the millions, right? But not everyone is chosen, right? So you have to answer the call, right? 144,000 are leading us into the new world. If you're guided to this reading, this platform, my readings, like, downloads make sense to you. You're being activated. You are online. You are meant to receive this transmission. I mean, Source is going to use this in imaginative ways. But if you're new, while this channel platform is small, then know you are one of the very, very imperative is crucial, right? Is that word that I keep getting today. It's very, very important that, you know, you go with what you feel, even if you're not believing what I say, because it might not make sense to you at this time. It may take time to integrate, but if something happens, right? So I'm getting very much like there needs to, it's because it's like you can only download and understand the frequency and the level that you're at and you're ready for. For some of you, you may be very, very heavily trying to heal certain family members, friends, loved ones, people that you have connections with. Because for some of you, these are twin flame connections that you're having to walk away and let go of because they're not awakened to the journey. For some of their system blocks, those blockages, right? As it was interesting, I was guided to something today too about the nano, that there is meditation vibrational frequencies and healing, that working with these certain vibrationals and frequencies can knock the nanos out to stop the mass control, right? As they've been sprinkling it in our atmosphere and in our food and in the chemtrails and all sorts of stuff, right? For mass control, to stop the activations of the pineal gland, awakening, of getting online with Source, right? So for a lot of you, like injections, things like that, have been trying to block these things out. Not to mention a lot of it's in our water, right? So calcifying the pineal gland, things like that. That's why it's very, very important and very, very imperative to get away from artificial foods, to eating very natural foods, right? I'm getting carbon-based things need to be expelled out. I'm getting a lot of the integrations, the activations, like that's happening at this time is very, very imperative, right? So like I said, maybe not all of this stuff is making sense, but just some of it is. If you're walking away from this with just the simple fact that I need to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables and stay away from all the things that come prepackaged and in boxes and things like that, that alone can cause massive awakenings for you. And then maybe you're going to come back and then the rest of this reading is going to make sense, all right? Who knows, right? I just channel messages, feelings, frequencies, whatever I get through, and I've got a lot of star beings, galactic family that I connect with, and they're very, very excited because it's like a lot of you are getting online with Source at this time. A lot of you are getting these downloads, these realizations. You're stepping into your purposes. You're claiming your power, right? As they say, that the true chosen, the 144,000 are going to be rising up into their positions of power at this time, right? I got to know their beautiful soul. There's something with sunglasses at this time, right? Free Guy is definitely a movie that you should watch if you have not, as it very much explains this matrix, right? And waking up to it, starting to see things as illusions. Now they're bringing me back to I don't know now, where I was talking about my last ring, the glitches. I do something about glitches. You could be noticing a lot of things are starting to glitch out. A lot of things are starting to be not real. Things could literally be starting to feel different because you're starting to feel the energy. You're starting to realize that things are becoming more holographic and things like that. Because as you raise your vibration and things get lighter and just, there's so much that I could go with this. I could go metaphysically in so many different ways, right? But I want to get into doing some cards. With us having spring equinox and this gateway, I was guided to the chakra wisdom, right? Because I'm getting very, very empowered for my divine feminines. I feel that a lot of divine feminines are getting guided to this reading. So a lot of divine feminines are holding the frequency right now. For a lot of you, like on the twin flame journey or whatever, like for some of you are dealing with like toxic masculines that have not done the healing enough yet, that there needs to be divinely guided separations, things like that. For some of you, there's new contracts that are coming about. Because for some of you, you do have to separate. Because for some of you, I'm getting your twin, your divine is that for some of you that have fallen angels, for some of you, like you need to let them go. Some of them wanted to be the warriors and the fighters. And I know that's really hard to accept, but some of them wanted to be like the front lines. So the ones that wanted to be on the front lines, that wanted to be here for the foundation purposes, for the restructuring, for the fighting. That's why for some of you, you have to disconnect and you have to send upward, because there's some of you, the fallen angels are for the first foundation layer, the restructuring. That's going to make sense to those of you that will make sense of that. I'm getting now the Bon Jovi song, It's My Life. It's now or never. I was getting this imperative time, like time is of the essence, like now, like it's like you're going to sacrifice your mission, and you could ultimately sacrifice like their mission in a way, because there's some of you, it's like if you're being divinely guided away from a twin that's not awakened, that's holding you back from your divine life path and purpose, you're holding them back from theirs too, because for them, they're meant to be the front runners, the front lines. For some of them, like when you pull yourself away and you step back, like it's gonna trigger this awakening for them, mass awakening. It's gonna cause them to be fighters. It's gonna cause them to want to do the work that they need to do. You need to know that's why it's about coming back full center, loving yourself, knowing that you are enough. They're bringing me back to the global goddesses and the galactic anchoring project. For some of you, it's like a lot of feminines are meant to unite and come together at this time. A sisterhood, I'm hearing. A lot of divine feminines are empowered. The light workers are uniting. This is the year that they unite and come together. That's why I say divinely guided connections are meant to commence. For some, there's been restructuring and new contracts. For some of you, some things have been hidden for protection because of the matrix agents were getting in and extracting information and things like that out. So for some of you, it was your own protection to not fully know the plan. Three of Cups and Four of Wands. This is coming together with soul family energy. But what's interesting with this Four of Wands is if you look, she is by herself and she is walking away backwards. For some of you, you're walking out on families. You're walking away from foundation, security, support, your belief system. Like major, like some things could completely changing for you. Like, green butterflies. There's something with the butterflies and just definitely something with green. Like I told you, there's a major heart healing that's going on here. And even the Bon Jovi is noticing the green and the blue, right? In the clip, right? Temperance. So for some of you, you're definitely balancing your energy. Frequency color too that I was picking up on is neon yellow and pink. I was feeling pink today. I don't know. Sometimes I feel certain things, like for court, I was like, what do I feel for? Even though I know purple's a very confident color and things like that, I felt to wear pink today. But then I started feeling pink and yellow, pink and yellow. I talk about frequency and the color and the vibration because looking it up can get you more. I was also getting some downloads of certain frequencies in animals. Like I've been seeing the octopus, and so it's really about blending in with your surroundings, right? And bees, right? I seen the most beautiful thing yesterday too of synchronized. There was a whole swarm of bees, right? And there was a predator that was coming after him, so they synchronized and they started doing all sorts of designs and to ward off for protection. So they were showing me that when they were talking about the octopus, but it's like this coming together. I'm getting like flash mob type of stuff. You know, that's why flash mobs work, right? Things like that, because everything just comes out so fast and comes together and creates, right? This is kind of what they're showing me. Us all coming together and uniting and blending, right? That's why it's like things are going to be happening quickly, right? There's something very much in alignment with the Eclipse gateway that's coming, and with the Equinox gateway. There's something. That's what I mean, like final countdown, like something is coming together, right? A lot of things are happening. What you're feeling guided to. Some of you could be guided to a certain place for a download, for an activation, right? Like I'm finally starting to realize how powerful it is, the actual physical location of where I'm currently at, right? Like I've been feeling like to go, but then wait. And I knew that there was timing, and certain things have happened where I've had thousands literally walking by me, where I know that the energy that I carry has been going out into all the souls that have been around me, a certain things. Like I was told literally just stand right where you are, and I was sending healing out as everybody was walking by. And I shared that, I believe, on one of my pages, if it wasn't this one, right? Or maybe it was Facebook, because I shared things too about the love that I felt that I was putting out into the collective that day. It was one of my most beautiful days of my life, the energy that I felt. So there's something with major frequency upgrading and coming back home. A lot of us are connecting with star family members. Like I said, for some of you, tower moment, your star family's coming in, you're being guided, you're finding out about star origin, your star origins, right? It's definitely about coming out of the shadows though. All right, let's get into more tarot for more messages. See, there's endings. So these endings that are happening with the 5 of Cups, you need to, don't be in this low vibrational energy. Like, I know it's hard, but you need to remember your mission. Like, this is like they're showing me the 5 of Cups, and what I normally pull for the new moon, full moon energies. I always pull my tarot de la nuit. It's such a beautiful deck. And the 5 of Cups, she's elevated. She's up on a pedestal. And there's this 5 of Coins. For some of you, like financial loss, things like that, right? I don't want to give that for everybody, so I'm not going to disclose that. Because there was something with the little girl here. It's interesting, as I was talking about my daughter today and how she's a rainbow, because I had lost a little girl, so she's my rainbow child after a child you have after a loss of a child, loss of a soul. Maybe that's for somebody there. It doesn't mean physically, it could be because there's this walking away from a family. But I'm getting more, it's a wounding, letting go of a wounding from childhood. But they brought me to a rainbow child because I was picking up on the rainbow color that I felt today. Maybe some of you could be finding out you're a rainbow child. Or there's something to do with a rainbow child. Also the star seeds, right? The rainbows. I know I always have related the crystals, the rainbows, the diamonds, right? Of course, the indigos. talking about star children, right? So the indigos, the crystals, and the rainbows / diamonds are, to me, like the same. They're the newest, right? And I was always trying to distinguish, and the golden, the diamond, and the rainbows to me are, I know there's not a lot of information on them, but to me there's three main flows, right? I'm going to talk about this. So the indigos, right, which are not children now. All the indigos are adults at this time. And so the indigo is like the first flow, right? And then the crystals, but we did have some of the scouts that came in. See, I'm a scout. I'm an indigo crystal hybrid, right? So I'm the daughter of an indigo, but I came in as a crystal, as a scout, and I wanted a family of star children. So I had 2 crystal children and 2 rainbow children, which are also, I think my one's, a hybrid of a crystal and a rainbow. Actually, I think she is. And then my youngest is definitely, I've said, she's diamond, golden. Seen the difference in them. So I don't know, I'm talking about the star children. There's something to do with that. Somebody's going to be finding out the origins of their child, finding out that their child's a rainbow child. You're going to be finding out that a lot of the gifted children, right, are going to just definitely be coming out, right? So I'm trying to... Judgments here. See, for some of you, like judgments being called on a child and on a situation. For some of you, I'm hearing it's their protection. The wheel came out with the tower. Something's getting in the way of destiny. See, and children can be manipulated and controlled. Children could be getting, and something I've been talking about too, a lot of why there's divine interventions that are happening is a lot of the children have been getting manipulated and controlled. A lot of the children have been getting used because they've been using things like major platforms at this time that has never launched major events that has involved millions of dollars to cause mass control before. That's a coded message. I have to be very careful how I give. You're going to understand that. Something to do with controlling the children. And, the platforms, is right. I was talking to my son about that today, how he had broken his own Xbox. Something I couldn't do. I couldn't get him offline, off the system. Like, literally, I had to bake rocks him one time for him starting to threaten to harm himself. Literally ran away and was trying to taking away his video game. So, literally, it was always hard for me to try to distance him from that because they're like addictions, right? It's like you can't just take a child's, electronic system, especially when they're in the digital world, you can't completely just take it away, right? They have to detox from this stuff. Well, literally one night, he was binging out, refusing to go to sleep and playing, and he had broken his own Xbox, shoving cords into it or whatever. Well, anyway, we were talking about that today, and I was like, that saved your life, literally, when that happened. I was like, that got you offline. Then you started getting into other trouble with friends, but it got you offline. It got you out of that system, off that 666 box, as I call it, because if you look at numerology and the association with the Pythagorean alphabet and the association with certain letters, F, O, and X are all 6s, and when you put those in alignment, also the creator, right? And also, he's very star-seeded, but not the star-seeds that are part of my collective and follow my channel, right? You can see through the codes and the messages for you. If not, don't worry about it. Infrastructure. I'm channeling different words. I've been noticing more and more. For those of you, they make sense. They're going to connect. Maybe it's meant to tag certain algorithms, to link certain readings together, or certain subliminal messages coming out. Infrastructure. Tower with the 10 of Swords came out that I wanted to quickly not even look at, but I put it right next to the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny timelines are coming together. Tower moments are happening. The world is here, which is universal energies are definitely, the universe is doing this. And if you look, the back of her head is illuminated. As you activate certain parts, you could literally feel, I remember I felt the back of my head when I was starting to get my downloads and activations were starting to get used. And actually, I was downloading processing information at such a rapid rate that I was literally like getting sore, like tight. Like I had to take a break, calm down. As I was getting, like, you could literally be feeling these upgrades that they're happening as the downloads are coming in and things like that. But also, they're getting me the star. What's the chakra? It's not the crown. It's the one above the crown. We have more chakra systems than just 7. So for some of you, you're activating different chakra systems, right? You're definitely getting online with Source. The Chariot. For some of you, you're unaware something is coming in for you. There are rescues coming in, but see, you have to elevate up for this rescue. It's like your star family. I'm hearing your fleet is here for you, but you have to ascend up to them because it's like they're going to do like a drive-by extraction. Like they're not going to swoop down and get you. You have to meet them halfway. I'm hearing, for their safety and for yours. King of Coins energy. It's underneath that. She has her eyes open, but she's holding her solar plexus. Like, you feel this. I've been saying this is eminent. Like, you have to, staying high vibrational, holding your frequency is how you're going to ascend. 3103 I just seen. 3s and the 1s are repeating. What's the time? 5:20. Whenever I go for the time, it's another universal source code number. 2 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Things are going to happen very fast, right? Some of you have a choice, a very important choice of a lover. And a lot of you, it's choosing yourself. So it might not be choosing a lover in the physical. This could be choosing yourself, going into union with yourself, doing something within your, merging yourself. A lot of divine feminines are being called to walk away from family situations. Like I said, it could be walking away from a child. Children, something with that. Or maybe picking your children over a lover. Multiple storylines. Take whatever you feel is for you. There's 7 of Swords. It's being revealed. Somebody is definitely lying, deceiving. Told you the enemy's been playing games, been trying to steal destinies. Trying destiny swap is another thing I heard. Somebody's been trying to do that. Star is here. Wish fulfillment is here. See, something is written in the stars. It's set to commence. Somebody's been trying to steal somebody's destiny, trying to block and stop. So that's what the enemy's doing. The enemy's trying to stop the light workers and starseeds from uniting. If you always feel as though your life has been challenging, you've always been having things come your way and all sorts of things, there's a reason for it. The enemy don't go out, rob and steal and go after like an empty house, right? The thief doesn't try to break into an empty house. You know, like there's a reason why you're constantly under attack. Your family's constantly under attack. The moon, am I holding this upside down or are these reversed? I think I mixed the deck up. The moon, something's definitely being revealed to you about walking away. You're going to be getting some sort of revelation I'm getting. If you look at those two, look, it's like night and day and they're both looking at each other and they're both illuminated. For some of you, like the light and the dark, this is you walking away from your twin. For some of you, your own twin was compromised and it was being used against you because they're too much in the shadow. They're too much in the dark side. Five of Swords, see, battling. For some of you, there's just internal conflict, battling. For some, it's like they know even who you are, but it's like they change sides. It's like they were just like, you know what, forget this plan. Like, it's like they didn't want to do the work and they're just like giving up on the plan, on the mission, because they feel like it's too difficult, it's too challenging. So they're holding you back on purpose because they don't want to let you go. Like I said, for some of you, these are your own twins that were compromised. And they could have been due to other things, right? But there's certain sound frequencies and healings that can eliminate these things that are, let's see. I don't want to say it like that because I don't want to sound like, but some of it's like controlling the host, right? Like Three of Wands. There's definitely something off at the distance with the Three of Cups. So I told you I was picking up this neon yellow frequency. I didn't even realize that. I haven't even been looking at the color systems, right? And if you look at all the yellows, look, Tower, Ten of Swords, all right? Look at all this yellow coming out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. It's definitely a big frequency here. There may be some sort of activation needs to happen within the solar plexus. Queen of Wands reversed. Like this King of Wands is trying to keep somebody, and the Queen of Wands reversed. Some sort of energy is trying to keep you from not being awakened, stopping you from going after your passions, your dreams, desires, trying to keep you kind of bitchy. All right. All right, I'm going to close out this reading because I like to keep them around 30 minutes, right? And now I hear my son. So it's like anyway, so I'm sending love and light out to all of you. All right, definitely watch whatever you feel guided to. I'm going to be trying to do some more readings and messages and stuff, but we'll see. Love and light to all of you. Hold your frequency. Do the healing. Go with the flow. All right. Watch whatever you feel guided to. All my readings are timeless, but they do build off of each other. So sometimes when you come in with a certain reading, you can check surrounding readings, and there'll be more messages for you. So, all right. Love and light to all of you. Bye. 3606, another universal source code number.